smooth like skin. African woman, you are want to be inside your heart.
You're listening to the Lion Pawcast.
Yes, people, welcome back. This is episode 19 of the Lion Podcast, and we're so happy to be here with you, aren't we, guys?
Yes, kidding.
Yes, we are.
Ecstatic.
Yes. It almost sounded like you said it is static.
I don't know about you guys, but all my stuff smells like a campfire right now in my room here.
Hey, mine too.
Yeah. And my stuff is covered in a layer of dust, like sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, my shoes need a good cleaning, man.
Yeah.
I had to dust my Clarks off today.
Yeah. And the merch, too. I don't know, the merch is pretty dirty now.
Yeah.
So,
Tom, did you keep that styrofoam cooler I put in your trunk?
I didn't even see the styrofoam cooler, so I guess.
well,
That's good because we're gonna use it next time.
next year. Next Fly Up Fest.
And why is the reason here on episode 19 of the podcast why all of our belongings smell like campfire smoke? Well, I'll let James Campbell tell y'all, people. Why is it, James?
Because these people decided to use like weird wood at a bonfire that doesn't come out of your clothes.
Was it weird?
They're
Okay,
using like
but-
mesquite. Yeah, that's
Okay,
not
you're missing
wood.
you're missing the point here. About where were we? Where were we?
We were in beautiful Belton, Texas, performing at Fly Up Fest.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that leads us
Yes,
to our
The first annual, I believe, right?
yes, it was. So that leads us to our
the
next
inaugural Fly Up Fest.
our first segment, which is the Lion Heights news. So let's do this in reverse order. We had such a big weekend, so let's go from end to the beginning. So yeah, yesterday was the Fly Up Fest,
Tarantino style.
right? Yesterday was the Fly Up Fest, which was a co-created festival that we were, helped to be a part of, like the very first one. We used my sound system, Dangerous Sound, as the PA, which was cool for me to string it up and get to try it out and listen to it, and and it was just a very cool collaborative experience with a bunch of Texas bands, Texas reggae bands getting together and putting on our own event because we missed out on so many good shows this year. We didn't have Austin Reggae Festival or South by Southwest, or, all the events that normally help to help us to network and get new people or get new fans. So we decided to put on our own event, and it went so good. I'm pretty sure we're going to do it again. And I don't know, we had a great time. So yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Shout
up
out to
Sobolo.
I'm looking at the flyer here. I just wanted to read off some of the people that were this was a 2-day festival. So big up Phil Lerma and Aubrey Sanchez, Matt McDonald, the homie, Gypsy Wolf, which is Wes, Plant Matter, Featherwind, Lavender Fields, Kaya Katura, Capistrano, Sobolo. Oh, Dem's on here. Dem didn't play. What
No,
happened to
Dem had to cancel because of Lewis's accident.
Oh, I forgot about that. Man,
Yeah.
that would have been great.
I know. That would have been so
Never
cool.
mind. Saltwater Slide. Yeah, everybody. Sounds like it was a pretty good weekend. We only got to make one night because we were playing in Austin on the first night, so we didn't get to make that night. But Saturday was pretty fun. I had a great time. It was our first time out hanging out at Need Peace, which is out in Belton. Kind of pseudo on the water. There's apparently like a big ass lake out there.
Yeah.
We didn't get to go check out, but
Yeah.
Also, big up barbecue leprechaun.
Yeah.
Big up barbecue.
Pump.
That guy.
Yeah.
He's my hero.
Yeah. That dude rules.
He's everywhere. We see him in Houston.
Yeah. He's everywhere.
Like he's always popping up, and he's a cool guy. He always tries to get me to eat barbecue, and I never do. He's always like, Dane, will you eat my meat today? Like, no.
No, sir.
Give it to somebody else.
He's like, all right, well, I'll try next time.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yo, by the way, happy, just to interject really quickly, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
yes. Blessed love to all
Truly.
the moms.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, we're recording this on
That's-
Mother's Day.
That's the
So
topic.
Yeah, I got to go out to dinner with my mom and her boyfriend and her boyfriend's daughter, and it was cool. Really good time today.
where'd y'all go?
Elizabeth Street Cafe. It's like a kind of
Oh, yeah.
it's Vietnamese, but it's like Austin-y, kind of nice. You know, it's not like super authentic, but it was good.
That's like on like First and Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Yeah. I pass that place all the time, but I never knew what it was.
Keep it on the radar. It's a good date place. You know, it's like nice enough, and the food is good. So, yeah. But
They
anyway,
got banh mi?
they do have banh mi. Yep. It's like $11, which is kind of crazy.
I was gonna say I was gonna say it's like probably like $14, right?
Yeah, like I'm so like growing
Why is it so
up in
much?
Houston and going. I grew up on banh mi, and it's like $3.50. To me, that's how much banh mi is supposed to be. And then in Austin now, most food trucks banh mi is like $8, and now this place is like $11. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a bad price for a meal, and you get it's really good. So, but at the same time, I know.
But you know what? This brings up a good point because we were talking. I don't mean to cut you off, but my brother and I were talking about the same thing earlier because there was an event going on at the apartment complex I live at, the Met, aka, and they had a Korean food truck there, and like they had three things, and it was like $14, $12, or $9 for like the different
Damn.
kind of things, and the portions was like one of those just little paper boats, kind of like if you get like a large thing of fries like at a game or something, like kind of that size thing that they would
Yeah.
give you. That was what the portion was.
Yeah, it seems
And I was
small.
like, dude, it's crazy like how in Austin and I guess in other places too, like the countries that this food originated from, this is like cheap street food.
Yeah.
Like it does not cost this much, but now it's become like a kind of a thing, and because it's cool, I feel like you can get away with charging more for it.
Yep.
Yeah, and what the hell, too? If you're operating a food truck, then your operating costs should be lower, and you shouldn't have to sell the food for that much.
But it's
Yeah,
more
Right?
for some
Isn't
reason.
that the point of having it?
I don't know why.
But it's because it, like they take like these street food concepts from these different countries like Korea or Vietnam or even like Mexico and stuff, and they take them and they kind of like glamorize them and make them popular, and then they can charge like crazy for it, where it's kind of like flipping the concept around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They
That's awesome for you.
They supposedly elevate the original recipe, you know? That's
Yeah.
the idea, but whatever. Anyway, back to Fly Up Fest,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Go back.
Yeah. It was really fun. And one thing I wanted to point out was I thought it was really cool how after, like, we were the last band, right? And after the set, there was like a fireside jam. And all the musicians from all the different bands and the fans that were there were hanging out. Everyone grabbed acoustic guitars, acoustic bass, hand drums, a xylophone, you know, just random stuff. And we were jamming, and it sounded good, and it was really fun. And people would call songs, you know, play some classic reggae tunes, play some, you know, Cali reggae tunes, just stuff that we could all sing along to. And I was just so impressed by, you know, the talent from everybody. And I don't know, it was just really cool. It was just like a nice collaborative event. And a lot of the times we don't get to hang out with the other bands as much because maybe you're just at a club, you just talk a little bit and then you go home. But, you know, we were there all night hanging out. So I don't know, it was really fun. And then even today when I had to go pick up my sound system in the morning, everybody was just kind of standing around drinking coffee, chatting, you know, bigging each other up, like, you know, just complimenting each other on their sets. And it was really fun. I just loved that community feeling, you know. I really felt like we have something here in Texas now. So I hope that we can.
Yeah, there wasn't a negative thing like said that whole time like we were there, or even like just a feeling of anything, you know, negative at all. It was all positive and uplifting, and it was cool.
Yeah. I just love the unity. So I want to keep that idea going here in Texas so that we can kind of shine as our own reggae movement. You know, we have our own thing going on. So, yeah, I don't know. It was cool. It was just a fun night. And you know who kind of surprised me? Did y'all catch Lavender Field's set? Did y'all see
James
her?
and I were pulling up. Like when she was doing like her last three or four songs, and it was her and the guitar player.
Yeah,
was playing, and I think we were pulling up around like, was it 7 or 8? I don't remember, James, but I think probably like 8. But yeah, they were like finishing up, but I caught the tail end of it. Is what I'm meaning to say.
It was pretty cool. I don't know her music at all. I don't really know her, but just seeing her perform for the first time, it was like she had all these kind of weird tribal sounds. Like she had like some flute and some drumming and some, you know, acoustic sounds. And then she mixed it with like dubsteppy kind of reggae though, you know, but with really deep bass and like trappy kind of drums. And it was like psychedelic. I don't know. It was just cool. I thought the music was really cool. The only thing, like, I couldn't really understand what she was saying because she had so much reverb on her voice. It was just like, she was like in outer space. But
yeah,
I liked the music. I thought it was really cool. And you know, somebody new to me. So yeah. But and that's what I thought was so cool about the fest, you know, like we're just sharing new stuff. Oh, the other person that really impressed me was Phil Lerma. His voice is awesome. He really killed his set and kind of popped up on my. I've heard of him a bunch of times from flyers and stuff, but I never actually saw him perform.
Right.
And I was like, damn, yo, this guy like really can sing. Like he's and his I think they're together. You said her I forgot.
Yeah.
Her name.
Yeah, what's her name? Aubrey, I think.
Aubrey, yeah. They sounded great together. So,
yeah, we got a chance to meet and we got the chance to hang out, and that was kind of another cool concept of it. I missed his set, but he was playing some during the like the jam afterwards, and something I was talking to him about was how, you know, we all in Texas have our own things going on, and we obviously see who's doing what, and we see people's names pop up on different events, but we haven't necessarily met before. And I told him, like, I've seen your name popping up for like a few years now. Haven't got to meet you. Yeah. It's really cool to finally be in the same place at the same time and like say what's up to you, because I've seen your face, I've seen your name, you know. Excuse me.
Put 2 and 2 together.
But I haven't. Yeah, so that's why I like fests like this, and with some of the other bands too. Like it was just cool to finally kind of hang out and kind of get to talk to each other a little bit. And I wish I could have been there both days because it would have been even better. But
so I was going to say that I think next year we're going to do it bigger and better. And I think that Lion Heights needs to call off all work, and we got to be there both days. We got to set up a camp. And we got, you know what I'm saying, put our little Lion Heights flag up, establish our, you know what I'm saying? Because I really like Saltwater Slide had their own little like camp zone, and they were like clowning over there, and like they were being hilarious last night. They were just being like full of energy, and it was just funny. So
I heard there was a Campistrano too. Campistrano.
Oh yeah. So like each band kind of like held down their own little camp area, and like it was just kind of cool. I really enjoyed that. Everyone had hammocks and tents, and you know, Some people had like their converted vans tricked out. They were out there. That one dude, Grant, has like a really cool converted van that runs off solar energy, and we were talking about that. So, man, I don't know. I'm just looking forward to doing it again next year. We can get some bigger artists on it, and artists like our friend Blackamore. So, which
who knows?
Leads us to the next event that we did this weekend, the Blackamore show at Sahara Lounge on Friday. Now, went really, really well. I was pleased with the turnout. I think we played good. You know, I feel so much more comfortable playing on stage with him now that we've got, you know, a show under our belt. And then we'll be performing with him again at Tico Time this upcoming Saturday in New Mexico. So that'll be a really cool show. But yeah, what did y'all think of the Sahara show?
Yeah, well, the first thing I want to say is I think, if I'm correct in saying this, it was our best first Friday yet.
I would say so.
As regarding attendance.
Aside from the Bob Marley night did really good too, but that's kind of a...
Yeah, the Bob Marley night was, well, yeah. But I think regarding people who showed through, it was a close match between those two, and I think that one might have even... Blackamore might have even overtook it. I don't remember, but
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was the whole idea was kind of well, for those of you who don't know, we got the gig with him doing the Tico Time Festival, and so Dane reached out to Blackamore and was like, "Hey, you know, we could bring you up here for our first of the month residency, and we could kind of use it as like a little dress rehearsal for the Big Fest performance, but also it would just be cool either way." So, and that was like kind of an added bonus that we got to do that. I'm super appreciative of it. I think the people really liked it too.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
Yeah. What was your favorite thing about the night, James?
That all my coworkers came, or some of them.
Yeah, that was true.
That was cool.
The DJ from Yellow Rose, and I'm not sure about the other guys. I didn't recognize them, but what's that guy's name?
Manager and who? Kyle?
Wild Kyle.
Wild.
He is wild.
When we were,
Except that he.
Oh yeah.
when we were standing outside,
But also
Wild Kyle came up, and like James was like, "Wild Kyle," and then like everybody just kind of parted the group for him because we were like, "Oh, get out of Wild Kyle's way. He's coming in hot." This big dude. But yeah, I'm glad that they
it's cool.
came checking it out. It was dope. And you didn't break any strings.
But I did during the rehearsal.
Oh, you got it out of the way. You got it out of the way.
The energy was strong.
You broke it during the sound check, and then we were good.
Right.
Yeah.
And more good news.
So-
The music stores around town are selling strings again, so the manufacturers have finally caught up, so you don't have to buy entire packs of strings anymore. Yay. For me, at
Okay.
least.
Yay.
Not a problem for me, but all right. And Tom didn't bust his kick drum head.
Yay.
No.
Yay.
Didn't that happen last time at Sahara?
Thank you.
Did
It almost happened.
it was like
I noticed
on the
that there
brink.
was a small, it was on the brink of breaking.
Yeah, he preemptively switched it out so it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
See, guys, we're getting better and better every time.
I can't wait till you break a string someday, Dane.
Hey, don't put that energy in the air. That's more that's more devastating when the bass player breaks a string. Like, damn. Because I don't really keep extra strings on me like I should.
Yeah, we'd be pretty shit out of luck.
Yeah, for real. I would just, that's why I got 5 of them, because I'll figure out how to play. You know, depending on what string I break.
Depends on which one breaks.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. If the E string breaks, that would suck. That would definitely suck. If the G breaks, I could live. I could still play. It sounds like we need a a drumhead sponsorship and a string sponsorship to keep us going, right?
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah. So Aquarian, if you're listening,
We need help.
Ernie Ball, if you're listening.
endorse me. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I want to say big up Blackamore. Definitely people go check out his music. He's a really, really cool artist, really deep lyrics too. That's one thing I really appreciated about him is his conscious artist. You know, even though we have some dancehall, some hip hop stuff along with the reggae music, it's all about the message. You know, he's not out here to sell you some alcohol or sell you some, you know what I mean, some hype. It's even his fun kind of more clubby songs have a real message behind it. So I want to just advise y'all to go check it out.
I like how I don't know, I just feel like he's very captivating to watch. And I mean, we're watching him from behind him, you know, like, you know, backing him up, but I feel like the audience had a good time listening to him and watching him do his thing. And to me, he's an interesting combination of like, he's kind of mystic and kind of just to himself, but also he's still approachable. Like sometimes you meet people who are kind of out there and you don't even like, they're too out there where you don't even feel like you can like approach them and talk to them. But he's a very normal guy in that aspect where you can just go and talk to him and he'll talk to you and it's all good. But then he has a different way of thinking about some stuff too, which I think is interesting, and it totally comes across in the music.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was,
For sure.
I think it was one of my favorite, like, I mean, no disrespect to anybody that we've, you know, played with, but this music is just so interesting, especially from where I'm coming from. And I think where we're all coming from on our instruments, this music was like a different thing to do. And it was really rewarding to pull it off for a nice crowd on Friday night.
Yeah. So how'd you feel about him clowning you a bit on stage?
I thought
that was really funny.
It was funny. It was. Yeah.
Wait, let me
go ahead.
Let me tell them what he did. Yeah. So like we did like he has a song that kind of fits over the Night Nurse rhythm. So he starts with that and then he switches over to Night Nurse mid song, and then we pulled up Night Nurse, and I guess I'm not sure why he decided to go after you, but
well, I think we were just kind of looking at each other the whole night because I was up there kind of near where he was, and I guess we just were kind of I don't know. I guess that's just what he picked. I don't know why, but
he changed the lyrics of the song to be about Jeremy and how Jeremy's single. and then he just had to like draw Jeremy out and be like, "Are you single?" And you're like, "Yeah." But are you single?
It kind of sounded like a James Brown thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, you know, James Brown's like band, and they're like, yeah. And it's like Jeremy, yeah. Are you single? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
It went on for a while, but the crowd thought it was really funny, and he was just being goofy, and I don't know. I was cracking up because he changed the lyrics.
Yeah, and he was like, "Jeremy's heart's broken into blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was like looking at Dane, I was looking at him, and I know it's all in good fun, but still, like, I felt like I had that red dot on my head. Like, I was like, oh, everybody's like staring at me, and like I'm looking at Dane and I'm laughing. I'm kind of just looking down. I'm kind of just like, oh my god, like I get it. It's all for show, which I thought was funny, but I was like, why'd it have to be me? But
yep.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I thought that was great.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, people. I'm if you haven't been out to a First Friday yet, please come out. We're trying to help to big up the reggae culture here in Austin and kind of cultivate it and bring you some people that you might not necessarily know about, or maybe you do and you haven't had a chance to see them yet. So unfortunately, next First Friday, we won't be there. We'll be backing Lutan Faya and Perfect Gitamani in St. Louis. So we went ahead and just set up a show with some other bands, other local reggae bands to take over. So still go and support it. because it'll be a nice show. It just won't be us putting on the show anymore. But yeah. Other than that, some other cool news is we got some new merch items. So it's not quite up on the website. It probably will be later this week. But we have the new tank tops that are color graded red, yellow, and green. And then we have a new, what we're calling karate school style shirt. And it says Lion Heights, and it has a big lion on it, and it's black and white. And it's kind of got a faded vintage look. So those are brand new. And we got all the sizes, people. So if you've been on the website and you can't find your size, don't worry. We got you covered for these. And then the other thing is you can now, I think, order the original Adidas shirt. Or no, is it the Lone Star shirt? And it'll be like made to order. So when you order it, they will make it and send it to you.
I thought it was
Isn't that right?
I thought it was the Adidas shirt because somebody wanted one, so we linked it up and we didn't have the size.
I think that's it. I think it's the Adidas one. So we stopped printing that shirt, but they can be printed
on demand
per order now.
Yeah.
So yeah, on demand. That's what I meant to say. So that's kind of cool. I think that's a cool concept.
Yeah, and we're also doing that for we have these little we haven't really talked about these, but we have these little I guess they're ceramic. No, they're not ceramic. The
camping
mugs?
cups.
Yeah, they're little camping cups. Y'all know what I'm talking about out there. I don't know what they're made out of, but it's cool. They're
tin metal.
Yeah, they're white. They have the same kind of gradient logo with the van and the palm tree and the sunset as we have on our new tank tops as well. And those are also the same thing. Like when you order one, they make it and they send it to you. So it kind of helps us out because we don't have to order a whole bunch of them and then try to sell them. They kind of just as needed. So
so go on the website, check out the store. You can find all those items, and we really appreciate the support. You know, we've been getting quite a few orders in, and it's nice. So give thanks everyone.
Yeah, somebody bought one last night.
Some stuff.
Bought the first one. Sold the first karate school shirt last night.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, when I went to set up this or pack up the sound system, I sold more merch.
Oh, nice.
Because I was like packing up the merch, and like some of the other bands walked up and they were like, "Oh, I wanted to get a shirt, I just didn't get one yet." So I sold a few. It's cool. So give thanks for the other bands that are supporting us and wearing our stuff.
Yeah, and it's good to know too, because sometimes we make this newest idea, at least for me personally, was I mess around with Photoshop and stuff, and I'll make an idea that I think is cool, and we think it's cool, but we don't necessarily know if other people enjoy it or if they like it or not. So it's good to hear feedback from people, and so go and get yours.
Yeah, man. So moving into the future, this Wednesday we'll be hitting the road to Tico Time Festival and that long drive down to New Mexico, or up to New Mexico. Where Thursday night we'll be rehearsing for the show with Perfect Gitamani, Mr. Kali. Friday we play with Perfect, and then Saturday we do Mr. Kali and Blackamore. Do I have that right?
All right, so get this. Friday, according to Tico Time's most recent flyer, is Perfect and Mr. Kali.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
They keep changing stuff, so who knows?
K?
Yeah.
K?
C.
C.
Okay,
Oh,
right
C.
here. It says it's
well, at some point we're
going to be playing
with those three artists. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's gotten a little
I'm
bit switched
thankful
around,
'cause
but it's, whatever.
there's a bunch of cool acts on there. So if anybody feels so inclined to make that long drive, it's going to be actually a really, really cool show. And the Tico Time
it looks like a cool spot.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's an RV resort, and it has like zip line. It has like a giant bungee swing where you like jump off a platform and swing super far. It's got paddle boards, kayaks. It's got like a water slide that shoots you up in the air. And then it's also got like skateboard ramps and stuff. Like I saw somebody skate down this ramp and just like launch into a lake.
What?
So yeah, there's like just fun extreme stuff. I don't know.
Do you guys want to get extreme before we play and break all our wrists and ankles?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Not at all.
I need more steel rods in my body. I already
Yeah.
got one.
Pause.
One's not enough. You got to have two, man.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know how much I'm going to indulge in all that just because I want to stay focused on the mission. And,
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So
Maybe
that'll be
after.
fun. Yeah, maybe after. So yeah, that's coming up. But anyway, I guess we can jump into some new music. How does that sound?
Sounds great, Dane.
All right. Sounds great.
Get it? Great,
Well,
Dane.
I'm not.
Oh,
and then
look at this guy over here.
Speaking of Dane, it
Speaking
was,
of great
it was
day-
Dane's birthday this past,
yeah,
what was it on, Thursday? Friday? Thursday?
it was Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday. Yeah.
So, y'all listening out there, Dane's birthday, send him a message, a DM, you know, or just think about him.
Don't do that. Just think about me.
His phone number is.
Thank you. No. Thank you to everybody that did wish me a happy birthday, and I appreciate celebrating it while working. Kind of, we celebrated a little bit during the Friday show, and then definitely at the festival again. So, and honestly, man, I'm so exhausted over this weekend. We did so much. I feel like it was a good birthday weekend. I wouldn't have wanted to just stay home or have a little party or anything like that. Like, I was really happy to be doing what I love and like doing, the mission I have in life, which is to play music, bring positive sounds to people. And, it was just like, I just feel very fulfilled over the past couple days. So
Hell yeah.
it's good birthday weekend. Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
We love you too, man. You make it happen. You've elevated our performance level within the last pretty much over 2020, like with just the kind of in-ear stuff that we've been doing and kind of taking it to the next level. That's kind of been all your whole. It's all because of you, man. So we give thanks for that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Got to step it up, bro. We're moving forward, not backwards. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's jump into some new music then. I'm not sure what's on the list right now. Who wants to go first?
Yes, Tom's and then mine and then yours is the order that they got added.
Okay. How do we set that up?
Jeremy,
real
do you
quick?
want to start it or should I
I
start
can
it?
try. Did it work last time I did it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let me do that and see. Because I got the playlist pulled up right here. Yeah, what's up with this guy's cover art? Do you see this goofy looking guy?
Yeah, a lot of the Argentinian cumbia cover art, the albums are weird.
What is that?
So, Tom, tell us about what made you pick this song.
All right, so I have a strong association between cumbia, specifically the Argentinian version, and the start of soccer season, because that's cumbia is like the main style of music that Argentinian soccer fans listen to, and a lot of the songs that they sing in the stadiums are based on these classic cumbia tunes. So
Like
this is one of those songs.
like parodies, like they'll parody a classic cumbia tune. Or?
No, they adapt the cumbia tune and they just change the lyrics.
Okay.
So that instead of singing about, I don't know, beer and women or whatever the topic of the song is, it'll be the fans will change the lyrics of the songs to support the team.
So it's like a dub plate.
Yeah, it's like a dub plate. Yeah, they adapt the cumbia for the team.
That's cool.
So it's pretty cool, and each team supporters adds their own lyrics, and they add references to rivalries and stuff like that. But this song is called Hasta que salga el sol, and it's a party tune. So Hasta que salga el sol in Spanish means until the sun comes up. And that's the basic gist of this tune, is that they say, you know, we don't want to stop. Please don't stop selling alcohol. Don't turn off the music. We want to keep this party going until daylight.
Sounds like Saturday night.
So it sounds like Saturday night. Yeah,
we were out there until the sun
this
came up, people.
we were. Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I got back to my house and the sun was up. So yeah, Los Turros hasta que salga el sol.
All right, well, let's check it out.
Y suenan los turros, pa' los pibes fuman churros. Que no prendan la luz y que no paren de vender alcohol. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Que levanten las manos los turros que estamos re locos. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Hasta que salga el sol. Que no prendan las luces, que no paren de vender alcohol. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Que levanten la mano los turros que estamos re locos. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Hasta que salga el sol. Y no me vengan con esa, si hasta ahora que lo bueno empieza. ¿Cómo que no hay cerveza? Ya quieren cortar el baile. Ya quieren cortar el baile. Si lo que quiero es verme joder y hacer de todo hasta el amanecer. Que no prendan las luces, que no paren de vender alcohol. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Y suenan los turros, pa' los pibes fuman churros. Que no prendan las luces, que no paren de vender alcohol. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Que levanten las manos los turros que estamos re locos. Que yo quiero que esto siga hasta que salga el sol. Hasta que salga el sol.
That was cool.
So yeah, there's those cool turnarounds where they slow the tempo down a little bit and then head back into the verse. But I'm curious to see what you guys think about Argentinian cumbia compared to like the Mexican cumbia that you hear more often here in Texas. Like sonically, do you notice any differences?
Yeah, kind of.
Especially Jeremy and James.
Kind
you
of.
guys.
It's hard to. I don't really know what. I can tell that something does sound different. I like the different use of the different like. I mean, but they'll do this in like Mexican cumbia too. But I like the harp sound that they use in this tune. And just kind of like the synth horns, but I'm trying to see if there's a difference in the language. Like to me, it seemed like, and obviously you'll know if I'm right or wrong, but it seems like when he says the name of the song, it kind of like it almost blends into like one word. Like Aztec, it's like one whole thing, and like when I heard him saying it, I was like, just the way you say it, like when I'm looking at the title of it, I see, you know, separate words, but when you say it, it kind of all blends together in one thing. I don't know if that's necessarily characteristic of like Argentinian cumbia, but that's just one thing that I heard while listening to this specific song.
I like how they slowed it down.
Yeah, that was cool. It seemed like it had more swing to it almost.
Yeah, there is almost a swing. And it's like almost a little bit lagged too.
Yeah, or like more like
the beat
it sounds kind of like
sounds like
it sounds kind of like drunk. You know what I mean? Like where it's kind of like like where the time is there, but it's kind of like warbly, but everybody's still kind of there, but it just creates like this kind of like it makes the time really fat. Where they're like, to me, like Mexican cumbia is like more, I don't know, deliberate and more like kind of like on time and everything's like right there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. It was cool. I don't know. I like the song's progression. And then the time part slowing down, that was interesting too. Yeah. I don't know. It's different. Dub plate style.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks for bringing that tune. Definitely mixing it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one then. I think Jeremy, this one's yours, right?
Oh, dude, you guys are about to go on a ride with this one. Yeah, this one's about to melt some brains out there. Yeah, if you're not ready to get your brain melted out there, listeners, I suggest to take your headphones out, maybe pause this podcast, fast forward 2 minutes, and start there because, wow. I heard this on the
You're
radio
hyping
today.
this up a lot, man. You better be.
I am. This is pretty wild, and this isn't my normal like kind of bag of music that I listen to. But as we normally talk about on Sundays, sometimes a lot of the songs that I bring on Sundays is just something I heard on the radio earlier today. And this is something that is actually a newer tune as well. This came out in 2021 this year, April 16th, by a group called Liquid Tension Experiment, which is pretty much Dream Theater, which is like a progressive rock band. They got a crazy drummer, guitar player. It's very technical. It's very mathy. And so this is pretty much like this group, Liquid Tension Experiment, is the guitar player, the drummer, Mike Portnoy, and the keyboard player of Dream Theater. And then another guy from King Crimson, who I think plays guitar. I'm not too sure.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so it's 4-people band, and it's just like it's just wild music. I'm just gonna play it for y'all and see what you think. This
What did you
was
say
called,
it was called?
It's called Hypersonic by Liquid Tension Experiment. Here we go. Yeah. So
That was wild.
That was epic.
okay.
The entire song was epic.
Dude, okay. So, we're 2 minutes in because I tell y'all people listening, we only play about like 2 minutes of the song. There's 6 left to go, and I wish we could listen to the whole thing because honestly, what we just listened to is not even like it's just the tip of the iceberg. Like the way that this song goes, I'm gonna send y'all to the main selections playlist on Spotify. Check it out, MANE selections playlist. This is where we put all the music that we are checking out and talking about right now on the Lion Heights podcast. But this pretty much goes in so many different directions. It's insane. But that's just the little first taste of it, the first little 2 minutes of it. But go check out the rest of it.
Name that time signature.
It is crazy. I don't know how. When I listen to music like
How
this,
they
like,
wrote that?
how do you
learn
sit
it.
down and write this stuff?
Yeah.
Like it's so many,
don't know.
like just the rhythms and the unison stuff and the I don't even know where to begin. But yeah, that was
It kept like going, escalating, and it kept going up and then going down and going up and down.
yeah. Y'all need to. I want to fast forward and play y'all another chunk, but I won't. But go check out the rest of the song at some point. It's pretty intense.
Dude, that's some stamina right there to keep that time perfect and keep that going. That's nuts. It's like some video game shit.
Yeah, and the group is only. I mean, I'm sure they probably overdubbed some stuff but the group's only consists of 4 people.
Wow.
So guys, we could be
pretty cool.
doing this.
Maybe it's not. Yeah, maybe we should borrow from this and make a cool intro that just melts people's faces.
Yeah.
Be like, what kind of reggae is this?
Prog reggae.
Well, yeah,
Prog reggae.
yeah.
Reggae core.
I love doing stuff like that. I love doing stuff like that for intros and outros that just totally take it to another level, just outside of the genre. But that was a crazy song, man. That was super weird. And that was on the radio?
Yeah, it was on the radio, man. Because I listened to Co-op Radio on Sundays. They got this whole lineup of radio shows. The one that I start tuning in on is Reggae Gold, which I think goes for like 2 hours. Shout out to Art Baker. And he'll go through he'll start with ska and then hit some rock steady and then go to roots and then go to dub. And it's a great show every time. He's got a big knowledge of the music. Much respect to him. After him,
Hip Hop Hooray, right?
it's Hip Hop Hooray, yeah, with Miss Manners, who always plays a lot of local artists and plays. It's always relevant hip hop music, conscious, music. Always plays a lot of Texas and Austin artists. After that, it's DJ Lippy, who plays free samples, which is one of my favorite shows too, because he'll play some of your favorite songs and then play the original song that got sampled to make your favorite song, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
And then there's after that, there's like Love on the Dole, which is like psychedelic 60s folk and psychedelic music. And then after that is the name of this show, which I don't even remember, but they always play a bunch of like Swedish like metal bands and just all this other stuff. I think this is where I heard it on, but yeah, this just popped up on it, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I Shazammed it, and I was like, I'm gonna play this tonight.
It's definitely not something that I would like go seek, but I enjoyed it. It was cool. I definitely go. I'll check out the whole song later.
Yeah,
Well, cool, man. Yeah, thanks for bringing that. That was a trip.
yeah. Co-op radio on Sundays is really killing it, man. Like, y'all should check it out more. You guys and people listening, like, radio is kind of, I feel like, a dying thing, but they really can turn you on to some new stuff that you've never heard before.
That's why I have Sirius XM radio.
Yeah. I really enjoy listening to Austin radio on Sundays, like you said. Like, I usually tune into Art Baker's show, and then after that one's done, I'll pop over to KAZI because
Right.
Sister Irie also has her show on Sundays as well.
She played today too. I listened to her for a little bit. She plays some cool tunes as well.
Yeah. I pop on the radio in my house all the time and just listen to it, NPR or KZI. I don't know. I still heavily support the radio. So, and it seems like you do too.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, let's move on to the next tune.
You got one.
Yeah, I picked this Lutan Faya tune because we're gonna be backing him coming up, and I'm starting to dig into the music now, and I mean, I've always been a fan of Lutan Faya. He's kind of like one of those heavyweight artists that has stayed super consistent throughout the years. But I've never seen him perform live, so I'm excited to be able to play for him. But this song is called Perfect Storm, and it's the name of the rhythm, and it stuck out because we learned this rhythm for Blackamore because his song called Take Time is on it. And I really like his song. But the Lutan song is also awesome. The rhythm is a nice rhythm. So, yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Yeah. See if you guys like it. Run the rhythm.
It's like the power of the energy, the power of the frequency. Selassie I energy, Selassie I frequency. Emmanuel Jesus. All things rise and passed away. Just the flow of life and change exists that day. While I and I resist to conform, Selassie bring a perfect storm, perfect storm, perfect storm, perfect storm. Selassie bring a perfect storm. Lord, just another chaos to awaken us. We are feeling go Babylon, it's a must. I cast a living gun contagious. We need a change, and it is up to us. Big up the Rasta man who labor for this. As the word of King Selassie say, fit is of the fit. Some pretend to pay attention, slide and slip, but I will give a good advice. The best possible thing, perfect storm. Stop bring a perfect storm. Oh, perfect storm. I bring a perfect storm. Same young, same old. Same young, same old. Same young, same old. Same face gold. For man will think as he's told. Searching for a sense of life to save his own soul. Cleansing a fire, renewed fine gold. Throughout the tribulation, still a wall your own.
So yeah, anyway, I like that rhythm a lot. It's cool. It's fun to play. So I'm excited to perform that with Lutan. And it's a cool lyric. It's a cool song. The Rasta man always brings a perfect storm. You know, there's always some dangerous elements that combine, you know, in the world of Rastafari. So that's what he's talking about. But
yeah, I like being able to hear a different take on that because I honestly didn't know. I didn't know that was a rhythm like that. Like I just thought that was kind of one of Blackamore's songs. So when we got the Lutan Fire music for St. Louis and I heard this, I was like, oh, cool. Well, we already know this one. And I like to hear a different artist's take, you know, like kind of back when we were talking about Blank Check and how you got an instrumental and people can kind of have their own ideas and kind of change the music from time to time. Like this is a perfect example.
And it's cool because there's another tune too. Blackamore's song "Smooth Black Skin." That rhythm, I'm not sure what the rhythm is called, but Lutan Fire also has a song on that rhythm, and that's like my favorite rhythm in the Blackamore set. So, me and Tom were talking about it. We should try to get Lutan to add that to the set list since we already know
he didn't give us that one, right?
No, he didn't. No.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it then.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll reach out to it and see if we can add it to the set, or we just randomly just pull it out live and see what he does and don't even ask.
Yeah.
we just start messing with artists now because
artists mess with us too. Not saying he does, but okay.
Well, they do a little bit mess with us. So, and honestly, I'm waiting to see what Perfect's gonna do at the rehearsal, but I know like artists will send us songs and then totally want us to do it different live, but not tell us until the day before a rehearsal. Be like, like we're gonna play this song, but we're gonna play it twice as fast, and then we're gonna mix every single verse, and you know we're gonna completely just change the entire song. And I'm like, okay, thanks, awesome.
Cool.
So Yeah, you guys mess with us, we're gonna mess with you back and just play random ass rhythms from your discography, and then hope that you remember the lyrics.
Yeah. Make you remember remember that song you did in '93? Yeah, we're gonna play that.
Off your first album, yeah.
Yeah, off your first album. Remember that first track off your first album? Yeah, we learned that. I kind of like that. Now, to be honest, I think that's kind of
right.
It's kind of like, ooh, they know the cuts,
right? And then they'll be shocked too. Be like, oh damn, y'all did your homework. So anyway, well, yeah, all right. That pretty much wraps up the new music segment. And we're getting close to the end of the podcast. I guess the last thing I just wanted to mention was our dear boys in the Austin Football Club let us down this weekend, didn't they?
Oh, dang.
In the 90th minute.
I didn't get to watch the game because I was so beat. I had to take a nap, but I'll have to watch the recaps. But man, I was hoping that we would keep going up, keep that winning streak happening, and keep the city going. But hey, win some, you lose some, I guess.
Wait, Tom, you said in a 90th minute. Aren't they only 90 minutes long?
Yeah.
It's like they lost it like last minute.
Yeah, 90 minutes plus like a last minute.
Was it
zero?
Yeah. Was it like 0-1 or like what was the score?
It was tied. It was 1-1.
Oh wow.
Austin FC blew their first half lead, so they were up 1-0 at the end of the first half, and then they conceded 2 goals, and Kansas City won.
Damn.
Yeah, I was listening to the game on the radio, but honestly, I don't know shit about soccer, so listening to it on the radio was not helping me at all. It felt kind of cool though, because I felt like I was there and I could hear like the drums in the background, and they were like beating the drums and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was trying to kind of just like pick up on some of the lingo and figure out what's going on. But
yeah. Dude, you should next game we should all go out and go back to where Los Verdes was playing, because that really brought a vibe the last time we were there, and when we did win, and then they went crazy, like a giant drum circle brass band type of thing, and it's fun.
Smoke bombs.
Yeah, it was wild. Like, and adding that kind of, it was like a street festival vibe, but just carnival vibe. But we were just at a bar. So it added so much hypeness to like the game, and it kind of made me more prideful of the city and the team and stuff like that. So Jeremy, you definitely gotta come with us.
You remember when we were in downtown Chicago when the Blackhawks won the cup and we were downtown?
That was wild, man. People were losing their minds.
Everything just stopped. Like I was working, and we all just went outside. Like everybody that was working went outside. Everybody that was eating there went outside. People that were driving their cars like parked their cars in the road and got out of their cars. Like time stopped.
Yeah. Everybody was just like
stuff
yelling.
Like this happened. Like it was a crazy experience. So we have to make that happen here in Austin. Not like it doesn't happen every weekend, but because of the soccer team or football team.
Yeah. So, well, we'll still support the team. We gotta bring some positive vibes, get them back on their feet. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. Anyway, well, I think that about wraps up the podcast. Is there anything pressing that I forgot to mention that we think we should?
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired. My brain is dead from the weekend.
We're beat.
Yeah, I pretty much slept 4 hours. I slept 8 hours for the whole weekend. That was the total amount of time I slept.
I'm pretty much right there with you.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to work today. I don't know how you did it, Jeremy, but man. But anyway, well, people, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for making it to the end of the episode 19. So who knew we'd make it this far? But yeah. Anyway, until next week, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Adios.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.
When you wake and open your eyes, from the bed where you rest your head, where will the world be? If them no want me change, not for them, got nothing to say. From the truth them astray, them no want hear that. Them say hold him back. You walking on a thin line, same time. How can you see? See the beggar them on the roadside. Meanwhile, working people them a pass by and a step over. We all walking on a thin line, same time. So them have no time to waste. And the dollar them a chase in a this year rat race. Yeah. Babylon a make life miserable. Them a look and them not see the rebel. We coulda live life on a higher level, a higher level, a higher level. Military bomb them a explode. Batman magazine always a reload. Them no want to show the old ways overboard. Yeah. When you wake and open your eyes, from the bed where you rest your head, where will the world be? If them no want big change. When you wake and open your eyes, from the bed where you rest your head, where will the world be? If them no want big When you wake and open your eyes, from the bed where you rest your head.